Righty. Well, we're back. Bit of a rest, bit of a reset. That 4.5-hour marathon was something special.
Water in, water out.
I'm pretty sure that's the longest game I've called in 5.5 years of broadcasting.
Absolute bell ringer for a first opening act.
Well, that's like you said, mate. If that's the opening act, imagine what the main show is going to be like. And, you know, we could see a grind. We could see an absolute score fest. But we will see. Luke Eisenhower and Scott Fielding here bringing you all the action of the second grade preliminary final between the minor premiers, the Manly Eagles, the defending champions. We're going to go back to back, taking on the Blacktown Workers, who, as they just showed in third grade, they will battle all the way to the death. They finished the regular season in third place. So we've got a first, third matchup here in the preliminary final. Manly going down to MacArthur in a slugfest last week. 33 total hits, 21 runs. Manly coming out on the wrong side of that 13-8 scoreline. We've got a chance for redemption here this afternoon. Blacktown, though, got the job done last week against Ryde. Ryde sending all four teams to the playoffs this season in all state league competitions. They've got their third grade into the grand final. Unfortunately for the Ryde Club, all three other teams couldn't progress past week one. Last week it was Blacktown. Pretty strong win in the end, 8-1 over Ryde. And Manly going down 15-8 against MacArthur. It was lots of runs early, 7 runs in fact scored in the first inning before MacArthur kicked away a little bit in the middle innings. Manly mounted a late comeback, but MacArthur just too strong with 7 runs in the final 3 frames to Manly's 5 being the difference. So Manly had their work cut out for them today with last year's first grade MVP and Harrison Riley, so not MVP, Rookie of the Year on the mound. But Blacktown also facing one of the best pitchers on the last couple of years in Ash Roberts, MVP in the last 2 seasons, and he certainly put himself in the picture again this year.
Just seems to get better with age, Ash.
Well, that's right, mate, like a fine wine.
He's been around forever.
We're about an hour and 20 minutes behind schedule. But no late game today. We do enjoy a bit of an early mark, although the early mark was delayed by about an hour, given the 12-inning arm wrestle between Greater Western and Blacktown. Manly 10 wins, 3 losses on the regular season and a draw. Blacktown 7 wins, 4 losses and a draw. Blacktown 1-0 in the finals. Manly 0-1.
Looks like we're about to get underway. Plate meeting's now finished. Ash into his warm-up pitching.
For Blacktown, the away team, it'll be Mitch Tritton to lead things off. He's your starting third baseman. Harrison Dobb bats second. Daniel Lateman in the 3-hole. Blake Price in the cleanup in 4. Spencer Williams will bat 5. Thomas Jackson 6. Hayden Elliott 7. Simon Slapetta 8. And Lachlan Oliver 9th. And the defensive alignment for Manly, Brendan Haythwaite in left, Adam O'Neill in centre, and Kai Garlick in right. Around the infield, Tatsuya Hiramatsu at third, Brad Zorn at short, Timmy Fale at second, Noah Warren at first base, the catcher, Kai Adachi, and on the mound for Manly, Ash Roberts. 76 innings, 76 of 103. Total innings for Ash Roberts. All but 1 were starts. No, they were all starts. One game where he didn't pitch after sustaining a leg injury playing cricket, of all things. 96 hits, 45 runs, 36 earned, 19 walks, 59 strikeouts, 20 with the bat on the shoulder. Hit 4 batters, pitched to a 4.26 ERA. That's the Manly Eagles starting pitcher for today's game.
Here we go, we're about to get underway.
And the leadoff man will be Mitch Tritton. 10 appearances on the season. Just had to kill the stadium music with no DJ up in the booth. Outside corner for Ash Roberts, and good sign, first pitch strike to get us underway here in the second grade preliminary final. Outside corner again, finds the zone. Umpires today, Michael Bryan behind the dish, calling balls and strikes. Benny Nash up along the first base line, and Dave Brody manning the hot corner. Right side, and past the outstretched reach of Noah Warren into the corner. Kai Garlick is going to have to play it off the wall, and it's going to be a stand-up double there for Mitch Tritton.
Quite expressive there at second base when he got in
Yeah,
there.
a little bit excited. Lead off double. Steve Harrison-Dodd. I'll continue to start. Just the 8 appearances for Dobb in second grade. Hitting just on the Mendoza. 5 hits from his 25 at-bats. Just the 1 extra base hit. 4 driven in, 4 runs scored, 5 walks, 5 strikeouts. Strike 1 there from Ash Roberts. Getting ahead in the count, which is where you want to be. Dobb goes into the gap, right centre field. Adam O'Neill with a long run.
Oh, no.
And Adam O'Neill is going to
Bit
boot
of a
it.
bobble.
And Kai Garlick will be the man to clean it up and get it back in. And Blacktown back-to-back doubles to start the game. And they're out to an early 1-0 lead here in the first. Got a sign of things here for Ash Roberts and Manly.
Yeah, just left that ball up a little bit. He's throwing strikes. Just needs to settle down. He's working very much on the left-hand side of the rubber there, so looking to jam in the right-handers.
Don't think I've seen him pitch that far on the side of the rubber before. Ground ball hit the Tats. Checks the run-up. Dobb takes off.
It's going off.
Back over to third
Oh,
and throw. That's too long by Warren.
He's looking to get a fall.
There won't be a play at the plate. Harrison Dodd comes in to score on the ground out by Daniel Lakeman. Probably not the best defensive work there by Tatsuya Hiramatsu. Didn't really check Dodd back to second. And Blacktown striking early with a couple of quick runs. Ambushing Manly here in the first, similar to what MacArthur did last week. Ash Roberts starts Blake Price with a strike. 1 away here in the top of the first. Fouls that one off. Appearances for Blake Price. He's hitting .306, 11 for 36, just the 1 extra base hit. In the dirt, nicely blocked and knocked down by Adachi. 7 RBI for Price, 3 runs, 8 walks, 10 strikeouts, 4 looking. And that was the first ball from Ash Roberts. 8 strikes, 1 ball.
Nice pitch. Ooh.
Breaking pitch there, just missing. Maybe a touch inside.
Yep, just missed maybe.
1-1. 2-2 now, sorry, to Price. Trying to look at the fingers of Michael Bryan. I only saw 1 in each hand. Ground ball. Jam to Zorn. Comes up throwing. And retires Price for the second out. So Ash will just want to limit the damage here. Couple of ground outs so far. You think maybe That run from Harrison Dobbs scores anyway on that ground out from Blake Bryce. And the error not happened. Breaking pitch, but it's a ball to Spencer Williams.
Good pitch on the outside corner there.
11 for 36, all singles for Williams. 4 driven in, 9 scored. 4 walks, 5 strikeouts. Hit by a pitch twice. Right side through the gap. So Blacktown continuing to put the ball in play here in the first. Going to their 6th hitter of the inning in Thomas Jackson. 11 for 38, just hitting 289. Five extra base hits. Of his 11. Driven in 9. 7 walks, 7 strikeouts. Fouls that one off. 1-on-1 here to Jackson. Check on the runner over at first on Williams. He's been diving back to the bag. Williams takes off. Ball lifted high and foul and out of play. No play for Kai Garlick over there. So 1-2 here for Thomas Jackson. That's ripped into left field.
Some solid contact early against Ash.
4 hits on the inning so far for Blacktown. Runners on first and second now with 2 out. Looks like they've picked up something they like, whether it's in the sequencing. Maybe just identified a little bit of a hole in Ash's approach here this afternoon. See if he can get Hayden Elliott here. Ground ball, hit up the line, but foul. Fouls that one off. Ash ahead in the count again, but it's hardly meant anything so far today. Blacktown have come out in swing mode.
You got some police helicopters about?
Oh, so something happened.
Helicopters at least.
Checks his swing in time. Just the one appearance for Hayden Elliott in second grade. That was last week. He went 2 for 4. A pair of singles and RBI and a couple of runs. Ground ball straight back up the
Another
middle.
hit.
That's going to score another run. Williams will turn around third. He'll head home. Ball will be on the bounce off the mound. Kayadashi, and it's 3-0 here. Blacktown in the first. Left-hander hitting Simon Slapetta. First pitch is the ball. Fouls it off into the screen. 3-4-15. 2 singles and a double. Driven in 2, scored 2, walked 4, 2 strikeouts in just 6 appearances in second grade for Simon Slapetta. Checking the runner. Jackson on the wrong foot for a second, but had time to get back. Just a courtesy look there by Ash. Didn't have the initial intent to throw it back, and you realised that Jackson was leaning. Threw the ball over to fail.
He just needs to find his way here. He's giving a bit of contact, so maybe change speeds or pitch backwards for a couple of hitters.
I wonder if the setup on the outside edge of the plate is because of maybe the condition of the mound.
Yeah, possibly.
So in the last 3 years, I don't think I've ever noticed him be so wide.
Yeah, I've seen him move back and forth depending on whether he's facing
Yeah.
lefty or righty, but yeah, it's more pronounced today.
One lifted in the
Another one.
centre field. Not playable. For Adam O'Neill and Simon Slapetta tries in the 4th run of the game. They're coming out heavy here, the Blacktown workers.
Yeah, a bit of an ambush.
Okay,
Yeah,
Darcy's
he's-
going to go and have a chat with Ash.
He's throwing plenty of strikes. They just seem to be really timing it.
Yeah.
So again, that's what I'm sort of saying, maybe change up your sequencing a little bit. Try and introduce an element of doubt into the hitters' minds. So 9th hitter to the plate for Blacktown. Lachlan Oliver, the right fielder.
So 9 to the plate here in the first. Saw a little bit of this from Nathan McKean in the first. He's a bit wobbly with the lack of control. That hasn't been a control thing for Roberts here. It's just
Contact.
contact. Good hitting by Blacktown. Jumping out to an early advantage. Inside there to Lachlan Oliver. Five for 20. All singles. Lifted right side. Warren in foul territory, shielding his face from the sun. And ran out of room. I think that hits the netting anyway.
Yep.
2-1. Into the 9-hole, Lachlan Oliver. And they're going to have their work cut out for them today. It's a swing on the breaking pitch there. Can he find the pitch to end the inning right here? Just a little bit low. Feels the count up at 3-2.
Yeah, needs to dig deep for a pitch right here.
What are we thinking
Doesn't want
here?
to. I think he can go off speed because he's got control.
Fouled off.
But what do I know?
Get another 3-2.
We'll do it all over again.
That's it. Normally see most truest outcomes are a walk or a strikeout. But then you get ground ball or fly ball. Very rarely do you see a base hit. So
Yeah, he wants to. Well, he needs to avoid a hit and give up a
Definitely.
fifth run because that becomes a problem for Tim Clark, the manager.
outside corner, called strike 3. He dotted it. Gets the strikeout. And the Eagles will head to the dugout with a little bit of a hole to dig themselves out of in this preliminary final. But it is a 9-inning game. Plenty of baseball to play. And we'll see how they respond when they come up to bat in the bottom of the first. All right, Manly batting lineup. Brad Zorn will lead us off here in the bottom of the first, followed by Tim Farrell and Kai Dashi. Brendan Haithwaite is in the clean-up role. Adam O'Neill bats 5. Ash Roberts in 6. And the bottom 3 hitters for Manly: Tatsugi Hiramatsu, Noah Warren and Kai Garlick. For the Blacktown defence, around the outfield, Thomas Jackson in left field, Spencer Williams centre, Lachlan Oliver in right. Mitchell Tritton at third, Harrison Dobb the shortstop, Simon Slipetta at second, and Daniel Lakeman at first base. Harrison Riley the pitcher, and doing the catching, Blake Price. Harrison Riley starts Brad Zorn with the called strike. Down the dirt for ball 1. Brad Zorn hitting 325 on the year. Punches that one right offside, just fades foul. 12 for 13 with the triple. Sorry, 13 for 40 with the triple. 12 singles. And 3 for 4 last week against MacArthur. Driven in 8, scored 9 runs, 6 walks, 5 strikeouts. Ducks out of the way of that one. Harrison Riley, 26 in the third. Pitched in second grade this year. Six starts in his 7 appearances. 1-0 win-loss record. That one fouled off by Zorn. Just the 3 runs earned. 3 runs allowed. Just one of them earned. That was last week in the semi-final against Ryde on 4 hits. 13 hits total on the season. 5 walks, 29 strikeouts. As I mentioned earlier, it was last year's first grade Rookie of the Year. A lot of time in first grade and a bit of time this year in first grade before coming back to second grade in the latter half once Blacktown's ABL players became available. One down low for 3 and 2. And they need to work these counts here today. Make Riley earn every single pitch.
Make him throw some pitches.
Get his pitch count up. Try and get in the bullpen as early as possible.
Yeah. Look to get the runs back one at a time.
Lakeman with the scoop and the throw over. Sorry, Tritton with the scoop and the throw over to Lakeman at first for out number 1. 10 foul. Next man to hit for Manly. That one will get away into the fence, but get a new baseball. That one obviously wasn't doing the job. Top of the zone to fail, 2-0. Harrison Riley finds the zone. On ball and one strike. Inside to fail, so he's worked the count to 3-1. See what he does here with the 3-1 from Harrison Riley. Inside, and he draws the walk, so 1 out walk for Manly. They'll take everything they can get at the moment. Kayadashi. One of the shining lights for Manly this season after coming over from Ryde. Hitting 396, 21, 53, 7 doubles.
He's got him too.
I think Farrell's going to be caught stealing at second. It's an interesting play call to go on the first pitch.
He had a jump, but lost a step perhaps over the years.
Don't know if it's the best call down 4-0 in the first.
Yeah, you don't want to run yourself out of an inning.
2 away now. 9 RBI, 9 runs for Kayadashi. 8 walks, just the 4 strikeouts. So he's very patient at the plate. One and 2 here to the Manly catch up. And strikes him out to end the inning. So a 1-2-3 inning in the end. He gets the stolen base to erase the 1 out walk. We're through 1. It's Blacktown 1, Manly 0. So Blacktown, they sent 9 to the plate in the first inning, which means Mitchell Tritton gets 2 at-bats in 2 innings. Manly with their work cut out for them. Harrison Riley. And a 1-2-3 inning. One out Walker raised on the stolen base attempt. Treaton jumps on that one. First pitch. Flies out to Brendan Haythwaite. Blacktown have a clear game plan here against Ash Roberts.
Yeah, swing early, swing hard.
Even, I think both Tritton and Dobb, well, Tritton definitely was 0-2 for doubling into the corner, and then Dobb jumped on the first pitch.
Yeah.
He saw. See if Ash can work a quick 1-2-3 here. Outside corner to Dobb, called strike one. And again, breaking pitch in there, 0-2. 31 pitches for Ash Roberts in the top of the first. Ground ball right side, over to it Warren. First baseman to the former first baseman. And combined for out number 2. Ash is certainly experienced enough to know what adjustments he needs to make. So
he's come out and settled. He's got the contact that he needed. See if he can get out of this one 3 up, 3 down.
Daniel Lakeman. It's the first out of the first inning, grounding out to Hiramatsu. Unfortunately, an error meant that Blacktown scored a second run on that play. Just missing there, tried to go to the wall twice. Just a little bit outside the second time, 1 ball and a strike. Tipped into the glove of Vidashi. 1-2. Just going to take one pitch here for Ash. So he's missing the dirt, gets away momentarily. Adashi's got to recover, throws the inside lane, and he can't make the play. And he gets the strikeout, but will reach on the pass ball. And the inning will continue momentarily here. Yes. It looks like Noah Warren
caught him on the glove, maybe?
Yeah, maybe just got caught up with
the wrist.
Lakeman running past. I mean, just jammed the wrist, jarred the wrists a little bit. And beat him tough up in Tamworth, though. Well, it's on the glove hand, so you...
Yeah.
Or from Tamworth, or just shake it out. So Blacktown will get one more chance here in this top of the second. Lakeman will be 0 for 2 after a ground out and a strikeout. Blake Price grounded out to Brad Zorn in his first at bat. Straight at the line, but foul. Nice swing there by Price. 1-1 now the count. One hour early. Manly manager Tim Clark will get someone ready. A good bounce back here for Ash. He's still got a job to do against Price. Ground ball to Hiramatsu, but it's going foul. Price hitting 306. Just the one extra base hit in his 11. 7 RBI, 3 runs, 8 walks, 10 Ks. 2 for 2 in stolen base attempts.
Oh, okay.
Fleet of foot.
Sneaky fast.
That one hits to the
Lifted
right
to the
side.
right. Hooking foul. No, out of play.
Just into the bullpen. Garlick was kind of in two minds. I've seen a couple of players barrel into that wall to make the catch. One of them gave Manly the 2018 under-18 premiership. 3-run sacrifice fly in the top of the 8th. Might have been top of the 9th. In a 1-run ball game. Blake Price plays another 1-2 from Ash Roberts. Fouls it off.
Good location on that, though.
And then well before they extended the bullpen out for the WBC qualifiers, remember Tim Audie for the Blue Sox going diving into the fence. One of them in year 2 or 3 of the ABL. New ABL.
Ooh,
Just
missed.
inside. Fun fact about
Good
the
change,
ABL.
though. Mm.
Canberra Cavalry, the only championship team never to go back-to-back. Every team that's won the ABL has got at least
Back-to-back every time.
back-to-back every time.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Adelaide Giants continuing that trend this year.
Just stays alive there.
Price making Roberts earning his money here.
So, yeah, some good location there from Ash and good hitting to stay alive from Blake.
Lakeman the runner at first after reaching on the drop third strike. Goes hard there on the outside corner, but Price is up to the task and fouls it off over the top of the grandstand.
Nudge set up outside.
Lakeman takes off.
Got him.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Ash can't believe it either. What at the end of the inning there.
That did look... Well, the umpire's got a better view than us. I'll give him that. But that did look pretty close.
Maybe a little bit higher.
Ash certainly thought it was a strike.
Yeah, just on,
A little bit up.
just a little bit up, I think.
Okay.
Nice.
Certainly wanted it.
Oh, I certainly wanted it. That's right. You're battling away. Down 4.
Throw me a freaking bone.
Oh, doesn't
he
get the
didn't.
check swing, and that's ball 4 to Blake Price. I think that's probably the right call as well. Price has held it back long enough.
Yeah, I think he did.
Ash threw the bait out there, but Price didn't bite.
A little frustrated with himself.
Ash has got 3 outs on the inning, just looking for the 3rd out that matters. Bring back Spencer Williams. Ground ball hits a Zorn. And they get the out on the first pitch of the next at-bat. A couple of close calls for Ash Roberts. Sometimes when you're behind 4, you want them more than you're going to get them, but he puts up a 0, an important 0 on the scoreboard. Manly trail by 4, heading to the bottom half of the 2. So 4-5-6 for Manly. Brendan Haythwaite, Adam O'Neill, Ash Roberts. Manly trailing 4-0, but they've got a 0 on the board in the top of the second. We'll see how they respond here with the middle part of the order due up.
Just graft away.
Ollie hasn't had the best command in the first inning. Missing here and there. Now they just need to take their licks and get on base any way they can. Don't try and force the issue. Don't need to get all the runs back in the one inning. Chip away one at a time. Yeah, breaking
Nice pitch.
Nice location there by Riley. Haythwaite behind 1 and 2 now. Whoops, pulled that one down.
He's hit that hard. Looks like it's going to be down the line. Will it stay fair? No.
Just in the bullpen. A couple of Manly players up in the pen at the moment. I'll just be tossing the ball around lightly.
Just missed there on the outside.
I said, mate, it's just about being patient at the plate.
Yeah. Good location, good lead.
Don't force the issue. One lifted right side. Oliver back. Sits underneath it, makes the catch, but nice at bat there by Haythwaite. But it is the first out of the inning.
Starts Adam O'Neill with a strike. Outside corner. Adam O'Neill, not Matt O'Neill, as I've been prone to calling him over the last few weeks.
Yeah, apparently so. They've certainly been giving you grief about it.
Yeah. Can he leg it out?
Chopper up the line, but it's going to bounce foul.
In my defence, I'd say they look similar. No?
Careful what you wish for, mate.
Yeah, before and after. Oh, it's another chopper. That's staying fair, though. He's going to leg that out. No play at first.
Maybe that's the plan for Manly today. Hit the ball soft.
Yep, drop the infield singles.
I remember Danny Glynn had that problem one year in first grade. Crushed everything.
Straight to the ground.
Straight to outfielders.
Ah.
And then when he hit it soft, he'd be hitting doubles.
Brings up Ash Roberts, looking to help his own cause.
So Manly's second base runner of the game. See if they can make better decisions here. Ground ball through the left side. Harrison Dobb won't be able to get there. Pair of hits for Manly. Pair of one-out singles to start the second.
Always good when you're a pitcher hitting for yourself, helping yourself out.
That's it. Especially after you've given up a 4 spot to start the game.
Yeah.
Try and get it done any way you can.
Or even just take that confidence back out onto the mound.
11 for 34 for Tatsuya Hiramatsu, 324 average. That one's off the hands. It's going to bleed in.
That's a great catch.
Adam O'Neill
He's hung up.
will be doubled off second. I mean, he made a decision, right? He had to make a decision one way or another.
Yeah.
And sometimes you tip your cap to good defence. A nice catch made out there by Spencer Williams in centre field, showing all that youth and skill out there and making the catch to end the Manly threat here in the second. They trail at 4-0. We'll head to the third. Thomas Jackson lead things off. Singleton scored. He didn't score, he was left on base, but he did score. Singleton scored back in the first. Lifted up.
It's up.
O'Neill back for it. And makes the regulation catch. Canna Corn out there in centre field for the first out of the inning. Hayden Elliott now the DH. Seems like Blacktown is just seeing beach balls out there at the moment.
Certainly in the first, he dragged it back in the second a little bit.
The pitch misses down and away, 1 ball and a strike. I'd love to see the...
But he wasn't fooling anyone with his timing
No.
and the speed. So whether he's changed his approach or not.
Up and in for a ball to Elliott, 2-1. Ground ball back up the middle. Back-to-back singles for Hayden Elliott.
Yeah, both straight up the middle on the ground. Yeah, so whether or not Ash was maybe missing location in the first, possibly.
See how he goes here with the lefty Slapetta. Fly out then the single so far in the inning. Slapetta singled into centre field. One in the zone, misses for ball 2. Haven't seen Astro many back-to-back balls yet. I think that's part of his game plan. There's the strike. 2-1. In the corner of the zone there with the lefty up. See if we can get the
Ground ball double play.
pitcher's best friend. Well, that'll leave the count at 2-2. Ground ball over the top to
Could
fail.
be.
Touches 2 for 1, and then the nice soft
Nicely
toss
done.
over to first. There it is. Speak it into existence, and it will happen. I think that's probably the
Call me-
4th time I've done it this week.
Call us Oprah.
That's it.
It's the secret.
The ground ball finishes the inning. It's the first 1, 2, 3 of the afternoon. And Manly will take a little bit of a boost when they come back up to bat with the bottom of the 3rd rolling their way. Noel Warren, Kai Garlick, Brad Zorn for Manly here in the 3rd. They've worked a 1, 2, 3. They worked around the Hayden Elliott single in the centre field with the double play. It's amazing how many times you mention it and then it happens. Manly flew their way into a double play in the 2nd.
Oh,
That'll
right on the
hurt.
noggin. That'll rattle.
Percy Jardy's wrist on a collision with... He was a Daniel Lakeman at first on the drop 3rd strike, and now he's going to wear one in the head for good measure. No concussion protocols here in the State League. Although Ben Nash is over there just checking on him, making sure...
Yep. And there was no reaction either. It just,
Slips out of the hand, it happens.
Yeah, but also like where it hit him just sort of seemed to just bounce off. Nothing. It didn't sort of show any reaction
No.
of being hit by the ball. Yeah, sometimes you see guys get stunned for a second, but he seemed fine.
Tell you what, if you want to see a pretty wild hit by a pitch, go check out the Cleveland Guardians pitcher Charlie Culbertson today. Former outfielder transitioning to a pitcher, and the first pitch he's thrown in professional baseball has not gone very well, to say the least. Kai Garlick dropping down the button.
Okay.
They're playing for 1 in a 4-0 ball game.
Going to manufacture. Interesting.
Sometimes you just got to get on the board any way you can. And they do have the top of the lineup coming back up with Brad Zorn making his way to the batter's box. So a lot of bunting in 3rd grade, majority of it by Greater Western. Every time they had runners on 1st and 2nd, they just went to baseball 101, moved them over to 2nd and 3rd.
Fundamentals.
That's it. Sometimes in the game you got to do it, and it paid off for them.
Sabermetrics be damned.
Inside corner, just missing there. Ball 1. Couple checks on Warren at 2nd. Up and in. away here to Brad Zorn. And he would love to score a run on this inning.
He's going to drop
That's
that
gone
in.
opposite.
That's going to go. That's going to score a run.
That's the Brad Zorn zone over there. And Noel Warren turns around third, comes in standing
Nice
up at
line.
home. And Brad Zorn knocks in Manly's first run. RBI base hit for Zorny into right field. And if you look at his spray chart, pretty much everything goes there.
Less spray and more linear chart.
That's it. So the hit by pitch, the sack bunt, and then the single into right. And the manufacturing things to at least get off that knot.
Yep, get the monkey off your back. Bunt paid off.
Bunt did pay off. Better than a 9-hole hitter rolling into a double play.
Buck.
Remember, mate, you coach.
I do.
You're commentating now, not coaching.
And I sounded like a duck.
You did sound like a duck. I'll check on Zorn at first.
Timmy Fowler, no doubt, looking to see if he can emulate Brad Zorn and go the other way.
341.
Try and get him a first to third.
341 average on the season. Nails that one off.
Yep.
14 hits, all singles from his 41 at-bats. Drove in 4, 5 runs, 7 ribeyes, and 6 strikeouts. Manly not a massive offensive juggernaut this year. They got things done in tight affairs. Someone takes off on the hit and run. Ball sprayed into the netting above the Manly dugout. Another one coming here for Zorn. Kayadashi. And on deck. 1 and 2 here to fail. Sits on the breaking ball. Nice approach there by Fail. Bounds it off over onto Olympic Boulevard here at
Yeah, he looks pretty
Blacktown
comfortable.
International Sports Park. Bounce the other way, that one. 2 and 2. I think they're confident that they can go after Harrison Riley.
Yeah, they don't seem overawed at all.
I just
They seem, they do seem relatively comfortable.
Although that one's on the ground. To Slapetta, he fires it up for Dobbs to get
He's
one.
thrown it away.
Timmy Fail.
It came back to the base quickly there because he did run over the top of it.
And maybe with ideas to maybe turn the corner, but it's a wild throw by Harrison Dobb, but it is effective as it gets Zorn out at second. Second out on the scoreboard. So Darcy bats with 2 out. He struck out to end the first. Outside corner.
Now, we're going on a limb here and say that Tim is not running.
Yeah. You could probably put your house on
I
it.
think you could.
It's a good thing I sold my house because now I don't have a house to lose. I did see the 2 Tims chatting after that inning. Maybe there was a missed signal or a confusion in the signal.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe just getting on the same page. Outside there, 2 and 1 to Adachi. Harder lineup coming up here for Manly, but it is 2 out. Oh, the run might be pretty handy. And one gets away.
There he goes, yep. They're standing up.
That doesn't count as Tim Farr running.
Absolutely not.
So House is safe here.
I reckon if Manly can bat for like 3 or 4 more minutes, those shadows on home plate will be tricky to hit for the next inning or so.
Yep. Three and 2 here, or 3 and 1 rather, here to Adachi.
Oh, unlucky.
That was probably ball 4. But nicely fouled off by Adachi. Foul, interesting going on that pitch though. Don't know if he went on contact and whether he went on first move.
You wish to roll that back and see what he was doing.
Yeah. And Darcy draws the walk. Nicely done. Out off the 3-1. No, definitely on contact. So
Okay.
this seemed to be a long way down the line. Someone who got a foul ball. All right, Brendan Haythwaite. Let's see what he can get done here.
Hit the ball hard the other way last time out.
Did.
But for a fly ball, yep. Fly ball to right field, I believe.
Good signs when they're hitting the ball the opposite way as well.
Yeah. Yeah. And hit hard. It was a fly ball, but
Yeah.
a hard hit fly ball.
Certainly was
Ooh, he's on the first pitch swinging.
straight off the front of the grandstand roof.
Yeah, that ball you check.
Looks all right. Straight back in Michael Bryan's bag. Blacktown had a couple of singles in a right field, a double for Tritton to start in the right field, then another single to Spencer Williams in the right field. Blacktown using all the outfield in the first inning. And they're trying to get themselves back in the game here. Haythwaite, though, he's behind 0-2. Just 9 for 31. 2 doubles and a triple, 6 driven in, 9 scored, 5 walks, 8 strikeouts. Outside corner, called strike 3. Nice pitch there by Harrison Riley to end the inning. Catches Haythwaite looking. They only get a run. They would have liked more, but we're 4-1 heading to 4.
Hey, let's go.
Ash Roberts back out the mound for the 4th inning. Going to have the 9-hole hitter Lachlan Oliver. Shows bunt, pulls it back. Followed by Mitchell Tritton, Harrison Dobb. Lachlan Oliver struck out looking to finish the long first inning. Check swing, but foul. Warren drawn in by that threat of bunt from Oliver. See if Ash Roberts has found his groove a little bit now after that tough start. Drops a bunt, straight back to Ash. Steps and throws. Oliver's down. And the 1-3 put out.
He seems to have found his groove so far. Couple of zeros, first out this inning.
Just needs to continue that now, and
Yeah.
Manly bats just keep grinding away at the deficit.
And that shadow's now just over the front of home plate.
Back to the top of the order with Mitch Tritton. Ash just asking the question, just a little bit up. Looked high on our shot. It's a little bit of late break on it, but maybe not enough to get the strike. He's missing the same
Up
spot
again.
there. He's a bit frustrated with himself there. Outside corner, finds the zone now. Tritton flew out to left field after doubling it into right in the first. And rips that one up the line. Out of reach of Tatsuya Hiramatsu. That's a single for Tritton with one out here in the fourth.
Dare we say it?
No, I'm just going to think it for now. Harrison Dobb.
Think it really loud.
Don't want to ask too many times.
Go back to the well.
That's it. First pitch strikes, just evading Ash so far in the first three batters of this inning. Just mixing things up a little bit. That one will be called strike. 1-1 now to Harrison Dobb. Ash getting himself into a friendly count. Maybe induce some weak contact for a ground ball. Tritton takes off, paused, and
Through.
Thorne can't get there. He did get the weak ground ball, but Dobb put it in almost perfect position. Tritton took off, froze, and then had to restart the engine. Would have been interesting if...
I think if he got to the ball, he probably gets him at second.
Yeah.
Just couldn't quite get there laying out for it.
The runners are first and second now, one out. Daniel Lateman, ground out, strike out, reached on the error from on the pass ball. Roberts looking in, gets his signal. Tritton trying to induce a mistake by Roberts on the mound. Bottom of the zone, call the strike. Darcy sets up on the outer half. Robert's not liking what he sees out of Darcy's pitch call. Lifted high. And O'Neill, though, moves back forward. Tritton's tagging. He's going to test out the arm. He's going to be stopped. Oh, Zorny gets that. Oh, wow. If Brad Zorn gets that cut off, Tritton's in a bit of trouble. Nice execution there. Tritton went back to the bag. Thought about tagging up. Almost ran himself into trouble, but the ball escaped. Zorn escaped the extra cut-off man. Thankfully, Ash Roberts had put himself into where he needed to be in backup position and kept Tritton at second. Ash had Tritton picked off, but he threw the ball the wrong way. And come around and score. Interesting though. No balk.
I think because he threw it.
But the balk's immediate. Was it one of those things you can say, don't worry about the balk, we'll take whatever happens on the play? Can't remember.
Yeah, not sure actually.
Catches, I think it's with the catches interference you can.
Catch interference, yeah, it's whatever's advantage to the offensive team.
Yeah. But a balk's normally automatic, so none of the umpires are calling the balk. Top of the zone there to Price. Second error charge to Manly.
Yanked foul down the line.
Good hard contact there by Price, but not straight enough to stay in play. And Logue warming up for Manly, and Blacktown have a couple of bodies up in the pen, but they're sitting and enjoying the game at the moment. And one hit in the left field. Adam O'Neill in for it. Harrison Dobbs heading around third base. O'Neill can't get a clean pick up on it. It's another run for Blacktown. 6-1 now in the top of the fourth. A bit of hitting by Blake Price.
Yep.
Timmy Glass going to come out and just check with Ash. 6-1 ball game.
Yeah, you can't really afford to give him any more runs if you're Manly.
6 runs on 10 hits. Run and 3 hits on 2 errors for Manly. Plenty of game left in this one, Manly just need to stop the bleeding. It's already up to 80 pitches, so pitch count's getting up there. Might be the end.
Have to be a short leash from here, I'd say.
Do have the runner Price at first, so not really worried about him trying to move into scoring position. So Spencer Williams, single to right field, and then reached on the fielder's choice at the end of the inning in the second. Took a nice diving catch in centre field to end Manly's second inning. Doubling off Adam O'Neill, who took his chances and hoped the ball was going to fall, but it was nicely taken by Spencer Williams, and the Second inning came to an abrupt close. Two and 1-1 here to Williams. Long hold by Roberts. Top of the zone, doesn't get the call. Not happy with it. Only small in stature as Williams, so not a lot of height in the strike zone on this occasion. Marginal. It's probably the call you want to get. That one ripped right field, and in for it will be Kai Garlick. Makes the running catch, and the inning is over. Another pair of runs on the board for Blacktown. They extend their advantage. What once was a 4-run advantage became a 3-run advantage. Now 5 runs. Big margin. And we'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Blacktown leading 6-1. Five, 6, 7 for Manly. Adam O'Neill, Ash Roberts, Tetsuya Hiramatsu. I mean, I didn't really watch Ash come off into the dugout after that inning to get an indication on whether he might be coming back out or not. But I know Ben Logue's up in the pen getting ready to go. I think 4 innings is probably enough for Ash with his pitch count where it is, and Blacktown seemingly all over him like a kid on cake at a birthday.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to give Blacktown a different look. Lefty, slow thrower. Yeah, induce some fly balls.
2-0 here to O'Neill. 3-0 now. Had the hard hit single to first base to start the second inning.
Yeah, he smoked that ball to the pitcher.
Twice, mind you. First time went foul. Riley fires in the 3-0. I reckon if you get the count to 3-0, you can't strike out.
I used to find a way.
No, it should be a rule. You're not allowed to strike out. They've got to get you out. Oh, Adam O'Neill will reach on the error by Simon Slapetta. And a bit of a break there for Manly.
Yeah, he'll take anything he can get at this point.
That's it.
Especially now those shadows are now just taking effect.
Explain the shadows, mate. What's your thought process with the shadows?
Well, the ball's coming from light to dark, and the hitter's eyes are in darkness. So it's that little bit of an adjustment. Probably for the next sort of 15, 20 minutes, I reckon.
Nice crush there by Ash. That's going to get out of the ballpark for a foul.
So if you're the pitcher, you want to be alert to that and change speeds.
Right. On the zone there. On the strike to Ash Roberts.
Riley seems to be relying on his fastball though, which is interesting. Because Manly have shown they can hit it.
Yep.
So
Maybe he's just not feeling his off speed
possibly.
just at the minute.
Yeah. But then that's the catcher's job to force the issue.
Mm-hmm. I think Manly have been pretty good on the off speed as well.
Mm.
Neil takes off, popped up. This time O'Neill's not going to be doubled off. Or is he? No.
No.
The ball looked like it was heading out towards centre field for a moment and then just
Just died.
it was
Yeah.
Lachlan Oliver that ended up coming in and taking control for a moment. I think maybe that ball was going to fall in between all three of them, but Oliver was there and
A
makes
little
the
bit too much
catch
hang time.
for out number one. And Matsu flew out to centre field. Into end of the inning with bottom of the zone, quarter strike. Tats wasn't happy with that call. Definitely top of the zone though. Fouls that one off. There's the breaking pitch. Down off. Another fly ball to centre field off the bat of Hiramatsu. Reckon it might be a time for Manly to roll out a couple of different bats. They're making contact with the guys they got, but they might need maybe just a bit of fresh energy in the lineup. In the fourth now, this game's heading towards its second half. Noah Warren now. You don't want to do it too early, but you also don't want to leave it too late. Hit by pitch in the helmet. Scored Manly's first run. Fouls it off. And a tough debut year for Noah Warren in the State League. He certainly hasn't been without effort. On the zone, quarter strike.
I think driving from Tamworth, the games is certainly qualifies as effort.
He's only hit a buck three,
Yeah.
but he's crushed it. He's only struck out 5 times, so he's 29 at bats.
Yeah, you can't help bad luck sometimes.
He's put the ball in play plenty of times, just hasn't been able to find the ground, as I was saying before about Daniel Glynn.
Mm.
Just crushed the ball, just couldn't find it. You know, he averages 4 pitches per plate appearance. See, it's on the breaking pitch there. They've got the breaking pitch timed up.
Yep. Just got to put it in drive instead of reverse.
That's it. Go forward, my ball.
It's the white V in front of you.
Adam O'Neill moved up to second on the previous pitch with the stolen base. See if Noah Warren can drive in a run. 2 out, runner on. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Manly first base. Pitcher and catcher just a little bit confused as to what they're going to go to here.
Yeah, it's interesting actually because I've just noticed Riley's on the opposite side of the plate to Ash.
To Ash, yep.
So maybe there is a bit of a hole in the middle.
Riley at 67 pitches, so you think another couple of innings in the tank for him. That one hit hard on the ground though. Dobb bobbles, recovers, fires it over Lakeman to retire Noah Warren. Good at bat by Warren, but couldn't do much else with it. And Manly go down, just the error to start the inning. A couple of fly balls and a ground ball. And the 6-1 lead for Blacktown is maintained as we head to inning 5. Thomas Jackson will lead it off in the top of the 5th of Blacktown. Ash Roberts back out there, trying to finish as strong as possible. It's like corner for ball 1. Single and a fly out so far for Jackson. 1 for 2 with a run scored. Quickly ahead 3-0 here to start the 5th. And looks like he's ready. Just chilling out in the dugout now after getting his warm-ups in. On strike on the 3-0 free pitch. Bullet hit to fail. There's always going to be a tough in-betweener. Stand one step in or one step back, and that's an out. But it was right in that in-between hop.
Yeah, can't do anything with that. Hit too hard to move.
Single to 9. Scored that way. Leadoff man's aboard. Hayden Elliott at the DH. Ground ball to Donaghy, who's into the game to fail. And then over to first base, and there is that double play. Donaghy Luke Donaghy from the 18s for Manly coming in to take over at third base from Tatsuya Hiramatsu. See, I didn't ask for that one and I got it.
We'll take it unprompted.
Got to be selective. I wished it into thinking. And the last one we almost got as well. Simon Slipetta takes the first pitch on the outside corner. Called strike one. Nash looking to finish with a 1-2-3 inning. We tied this section in order last time. It was the opposite. It was Jackson who got out. Hayden Elliott singled and Slipetta grounded into the double play. This time Jackson got on. Elliott grounded into the double play. And now Slipetta is going to be out at first to end the inning. So 1-2-3 in the third, 1-2-3 here in the fifth, and Ash gets another 0 on the scoreboard. Manly got plenty to do in the home half when we come back. We head to the second half of this second grade preliminary final. It's Blacktown with a 6-1 advantage. 4 in the first, 2 in the fourth. Manly managing just the 1 run in the third. Blacktown 6 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. Manly 1 run, 3 hits, 2 errors. Lifted high.
First pitch swinging, interesting.
And it's there to be hit.
Got away
Go
with it, I
after
think.
it. Daniel Lakeman did all the hard work to get back to the fence for the ball, but the ball will fall foul just out of his reach. Now, I think with Riley, he's there to be hit, so don't waste any pitches. That seems to be the game plan for Manly today, much like Blacktown's game plan was with Ash Roberts in the first. Paid dividends there. Manly thinking something similar here. 9-1-2 hitters.
And Greater Western in third grade too. Worked for them.
Yep. But you didn't think you'd be calling a 12 inning cliffhanger today, did you?
I did not.
Maybe in this game, not the first game. Inside corner, called strike one. It's called strike two, in fact.
I've seen a few third grade games go to extra innings. They're always pretty exciting.
Yeah, it always tends to be third grade that does,
Oh,
and especially with Blacktown involved.
yeah. I once played in 2 extra innings games in a row.
Strike
In
three
finals.
called. Garlick asking to check it, but once the home plate umpire makes up his mind that you swung, there's no turning back.
And he's decided.
It's interesting that you can ask them to check on a swing that wasn't called, but they don't let you check on a swing when they call it a swing. That makes sense.
In a weird way. So Brad Zorn's 1 for 2 with an RBI.
Drove the only Manly run today. How's that one off out of play? One on one for the Manly shortstop.
Yeah, to say they're putting in good swings, Manly, just not quite getting the results. They've not, yeah, I mean, Riley hasn't thrown a lot of swings and misses, which you would usually expect with a guy that throws reasonable velocity like he does.
Storm lays off that one in the dirt, 2-2. Top of the order here for Manly with one out. And they scratch a run. Fouls that one off. And the breaking pitch fouled off by Zorn. Blacktown content with Riley for the moment. 77, 78 pitches here with one out in the fifth. Right side.
Oh,
And a
nice grab.
diving play by Lakeman. That dived quickly. Praying it was going to get past him, but Lakeman's got some height to him. He needed every single inch to get that ball in to make the catch and record out number 2. Timmy Fail finds one in the right field. That's what Brad Zorn was trying to do in his previous at-bat.
Yeah, Manly looking to rally with start on off with Tim. Brings up the catcher, Kayadachi. 0 for 1 with a walk, looking for his first.
2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth. They have been known to score runs with 2 out Manly. Checks his swing. Asks if it went. He says yes.
He did.
Darcy wasn't happy with it. See, but if Michael Bryan calls a swing on the strike there, the
Can't
batter
appeal.
can't appeal it.
Yeah.
So why is it one rule for one and not the other? I'll get away.
The world's not a fair place, Luke. It's cold and dark and it constantly wants to kill you.
Certainly didn't feel that way walking through the streets of LA wearing all red the other day. Runner in scoring position now for Manly with that pass ball. Big Kayadashi swing there. And 1 and 2, be a big test for him here to try and drive in a run.
Yeah, look for just one. Just poke a single somewhere, score a run. That's going to get
There
through.
it is. That's going to probably keep Timmy at third, though.
Yep.
On hard enough, straight at Thomas Jackson in left field. A nice bit of hitting there by Kayadashi. Runs on the corners now for Manly with 2 out, and Brendan Haythwaite struck out in his last at bat.
Blacktown catcher just going through with his defence, what he wants to do.
I'm probably trying to throw the runner out second in the 6-1 ball game.
I think you would, yeah. Pretty big lead there at first.
First move, hit and
Hit and
run.
run. Interesting.
Protection swing there by Haythwaite. Loves the first pitch hacked as Haythwaite. See if we can get the ball in play here. Struck out looking in his last at bat. Big hole on the right side. Protection swing. That one's gone over the top. Darcy will get underneath it. Blacktown, they thought they might have had him. And BJ's going to come out and ask the question.
Don't know. I think he pretty. Maybe it was just the angle up here. I thought he got under it pretty easily.
Dave Brady is going to be summoned into the offices of Brendan Boyarski. I've been petitioning for years to mic up umpires. More so in these circumstances.
The non-heated sections, you mean?
At this stage, yeah. Benny Maguire did get a little bit animated last night after a call went against him. There's no changing Dave Brody's mind without a replay. Brendan, though, with the protection swing, he's put himself into an 0-2 hole. He needs to dig deep here.
Well said, Matt Givo.
He fouls off that breaking
swing.
pitch. He mic'd up Manly catcher Jules Kremer in a first grade game earlier on in the season. And Brendan Haythwaite with the high fastball, beach ball that he loves swinging at and not getting contact. So Manly stranded pair. He still just can't find any more runs on the board. They trail at 6-1. We head to the 6th. Blacktown in front. (9-1-2) for Blacktown. 6-1 lead here in the 6th. Manly make that pitching change with the lefty Ben Logue taking over. Manly with plenty to do still. Keep getting runners on. They seem to be doing it with...
Did Ben pitch last week?
He did. I'm just looking to see what effect he had.
I was going to say that would have been his second grade finals debut for sure.
Yeah, he just had the one inning, 2 runs on 2 hits, and a walk. Just the one appearance. And that one popped up. And Neil back for it. Sits underneath it and makes the catch
There we
for
go.
out number 1.
Good start for Benny.
Yeah, the huge game against Borkham Hills. A big situation. Got himself in a little bit of trouble on a couple of occasions. He ended up pitching 2 scoreless innings, 2 walks and a strikeout.
Yeah, Benny's fine as long as he's not facing Todd Darville. Those listening at home, Todd Darville, I think, has got a lifetime record against Ben Logue of probably like 10 for 12 with 5 jacks. I think it's just his kryptonite.
So just a 4 1/3 for Benny in 2nd grade. Spent the majority of the season in 3rd grade. Picked up the win against Cronulla, though. Just the 1 earned run on 3 hits, 3 walks, 2 Ks. He'll take a 2.07 ERA.
Absolutely.
You'll say he pitched 30 games. Stranded 6 runners.
Yeah, it's been around the club for a long time. Played a season of 18s when he was more of an outfielder, turned himself into a pitcher.
Best avoid the 3rd grade numbers, though. Started off well. And I think he got absolutely torched against Canterbury in a game. Ground ball hit to Zorn at short. Stayed with it. Bounce throw.
Took a hop off the dirt.
It's going to
the
get out of
grass.
play. Just that little in between hop.
Kicked off the lip of the grass, maybe?
Was it the grass? I thought it was just the dirt.
Well, whatever it was, it bounced high.
Oh, yeah, it was off the grass. So, Tritton reaching on the error. So, Manly will have to try and defend. Runner on 2nd. Harrison Dobb. Double on a single for him so far. That one just missing
Just missed.
in the outside corner.
And just asking the question where it was.
Maybe touch outside. Lifted right side. Garlic. Bit of work to do out there. Tritton's tagging. And the ball took Garlic back far enough. He wasn't going to be able to make a strong throw to get Tritton at 3rd. But it is the important 2nd out. So Daniel Lakeman. 0 for 3 actually.
Yeah, looking for his first.
Ground out, strike out, fly out. Did reach though on that.
Got the RBI on the first ground out from memory.
Mm-hmm. Ground ball hit to Zorn. Redemption time for him. Strong throw this time.
There it is.
And Manly work around the error. Nice work by Benny Logue. Just 1 above the minimum, the error. But they get another 0 on the scoreboard. We'll see if they can't get some action happening there. Got 12 outs remaining. They need to close this 5-run deficit. Bottom of the 6th, and Blacktown have gone to the bullpen with Eli North. 27 and 2/3 inning worked, 5 starts. 6 out of the pen. That one
Hit
from
hard,
Adam
but-
O'Neill.
Line.
Spencer Williams out there takes the catch. 7 of the 14 runs he's given up were earned on 26 hits, 22 walks, 39 strikeouts. 16 looking, 2.28 ERA. So they're mainly going to have their work cut out for them here. Sometimes they say a change is as good as a holiday. And we don't want to go on holiday just yet. Ash Roberts takes the first pitch strike. One hit.
Check swing there.
Big play for Tritton. Comes in, bobbles the ball in the glove. Bounce throw, not in time to get Roberts at first. Bit of a bobble, then a bounce throw. They only have another base runner.
See how they score that.
Should be given a hit. Long run.
I think so.
Long run for Tritton from third.
Yeah, scored it a single.
Just a 6th hit of the ball game for Manly. 11 for Blacktown.
Now she's got 2 of them.
Luke Donaghy now, who came in defensively in the 5th. In place of Tatsuya Hiramatsu. Helen North does have a whip of 1.7, which is
Pretty solid.
almost towards 2 base runners an inning. So anything 1.3, 1.5 is on the higher side.
Okay.
And it's up for ball 2. Ball 3, in fact. 3-1. So this is what you want. Nervous relief pitcher.
Put some base runners on. Yep. Create some doubt.
It's hard though. Under the glove of Tritton. A base hit for Luke Donaghy into left field. And there's something brewing here in the 6th. Need to keep it going. And they now have at least 2 more at-bats each. First and second, just the 1 out. It's the better situation to be like first and second with 2 out in the last inning. Noah Warren hit by a pitch and then grounded out to finish the 4th. Inside pitch. Didn't want it. Second hit by a pitch of the day, so he jumps out of the way of it. And away.
Good leaf.
Getting the count in his favour. This will be the pitch he wants. 2-0. See where North goes. Nails it off, but so 1 now to Noah Warren.
Needs to stay selective.
He's getting due for one. He's off that one. Count again in his favour, 3-1. Up and in, bends away, draws the walk, load the bases. So good patient at bat by Noah Warren. Second time he's aboard today. Blacktown with more movement in the pen. Book closed on both of our starters. Harrison Riley, 5 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 run. It was earned on 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, 88 pitches, 56 for strikes. Ash Roberts, 5 innings, 11 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, a walk, 2 strikeouts, 92 pitches, 62 for strikes. Harrison Riley in line for the win. Ash Roberts on the hook for the loss. And BJ Boyarski's going to come out and just calm down his relief pitcher. Give him a chance to reset and maybe give the next guy a moment to get ready.
Yeah, a little bit of work over there in the Blacktown pen. Just starting to get loose.
And quickly do they go with... Well, how long do they go with Eli North? Just the 1 inning pitch last week against Ryde. He struck out 2. Just needed 20 pitches. He's already at 15 with 1 out. And the base is loaded. Harrison Riley went 6 last week, 89 pitches for 61 strikes. So Manly now with the loaded bases. 9-hole hitter in Kai Garlick. Sacrifice bunt and then struck out looking. Takes first pitch from Eli North. A record strike. And that one's in there as well. So
Quicker in the hole.
Only happy just to see a couple. Hopefully he can find one to drive into a gap. Swings and misses, down and strikes the second time this afternoon. Just halting Manly's momentum a little bit. Tell you what, Scotty, I don't know about you, but the first pitch after a meeting on the mound, it's normally going to be a fastball. Sometimes they're going to groove it.
Yeah, the counter to that, though, obviously, he's struggling with the zone a little bit. Forced him to throw strikes.
Brad Zorn, right field again.
Down.
That's going to be
It's
extra
drop.
bases.
It's going to drop.
That's going to be 2,
it's
maybe
clear
even
him.
3 runs.
That could clear
Noah
him.
Warren's getting the trailer unhitched at third base. He's headed home, and it's going to be a 2-base, 3-run result there for Brad Zorn. He's done all of the production today. He's 2 for 3, 2 doubles, 4 RBIs, and he's brought Manly right back into this game here in the bottom of the 6th. Jumps on the first pitch from Eli North, slaps it into the Brad Zorn zone. It got all the way to the corner. And when you have a good swing on a fast pitch, that ball's going to travel, and travel it did. Manly, 6-4 now. They're just 2 runs away from tying up this ball game. Can't keep a good man down. Timmy Fowler's just going to take a moment to get some better grip on his hands. Fail goes Oppo, but onto the boulevard.
He's been looking to do it all day too.
Just staying inside out on it.
Yep.
2 doubles for Brad Zorn, both of them to the opposite field. Just the 8th hit of the game. A fruitful inning here
There
for
goes
Manly.
Zornie. Can't find it.
Price couldn't find after kicked off his leg guard. Sawney moved up 90. Can Timmy Fowl keep the train rolling?
Manly looking for one for good measure to really put the pressure back onto the workers.
Chopper, tough play for North. Can Fail get there in time? No, he can't. But Manly get 3. They've made it a 2-run ball game. And we head to the championship innings here in the second grade preliminary final. Blacktown 6, Manly Eagles 4. So we've got a new ball game here.
Yeah, Benny Logue back out there for second inning work.
Blake Price, catcher to lead off will be Price, Spencer Williams, Thomas Jackson. Outside corner. 2-0. 2-1. Oh, just misses the call. Darcy thought it was good.
So did Ben Logue.
Uncle Brian didn't think so, and that's the only
pin that counts.
That's it. Price 1 for 2 with a walk. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think I was just outside.
Two close calls there for Benny Logue. And can't come back and find the spot. So Spencer Williams, single, fielder's choice, fly up. But you're not having any luck with that outside corner. Might have to force the issue and maybe come back inside. If you can jam Williams, might get a double play ball. There it is. Just a little bit tighter on that time.
Yep.
Yeah, finds the zone down the middle again, lower half of the zone. So good locations Some good adjustments made by Ben Logue. Tell you what, Scotty, I don't know about you, but if you're attacking that outside corner, wouldn't mind my catcher just being that shade of a step, just to make that pitch look a little bit better when it is received.
Yeah, I think so. If you can get that ground ball, though, your chance of getting the lead runner.
Yep. Might be tough to turn two if it's not hit hard. The way Blacktown have hit the ball today, everything's been hit pretty hard. It came too far back inside. So fills the count up at 3-2.
Yeah, can't let this guy get away. 2-1 with none outs, a bit of a tough spot. So, yep, some relievers heading out to the Manly pen.
Well, only one of them's a reliever, and that's Zach Morris. The other one's Jackson Taylor and Kane Flew. Zach pitched yesterday, so I'll be on a short leash today. That might be all they need, and they'll have maybe Adam O'Neill and Brad Zorn to bring it home. Oh, they do have Angus Wiles as well. Surprised he hasn't gone up there just yet. Blacktown, still not a lot of movement up there in their bullpen. 3-2. Payoff pitch for Ben Logue. Top of the zone. Can't bring it down.
It's interesting those guys at Manly didn't go out to the bullpen at the start of the inning because they've only just started throwing. So Ben's at least got this guy and potentially another hitter after this before those guys get hot.
But none of them have catcher's gear on either, so... Zach Morris is the man up there in the pen. He's the only true pitcher up there. Dan Mills isn't eligible to pitch, because he pitched too much in first grade this year.
No masks out there?
No masks. He went up there with gloves only. I think Jackson Taylor and Kane Flew are just loosening up. I remember bringing either of them into this situation. So I'll see what Manly can do here. This is where they kind of came unstuck last year. Last week they got their game, got themselves back in the ball game a little bit against MacArthur. Couldn't quite hold on. Pair of walks here to start the inning. Thomas Jackson, the next hitter. Singled into right field in his last at bat. And that outside corner that Benny can't quite find just yet.
Yeah, he's still just missing it.
Two for three so far for Jackson. Gets a swing there. Swing and a miss. Evens the count at 1-1. Six-4 ball came here in the seventh. And ball hit up the line, but out of reach of Luke Donaghy in foul territory. Well, he gets himself ahead in the count now, 1-2. Long walk in there by Logue. Evens count at 2-2. Looks like
Needs to find a pitch here. Doesn't want to run the count full.
Looks like whoever's up there is ready. That was what their intention was. One's lifted into centre field. Straight at Adam O'Neill, who
Got turned around.
you get turned around just a little bit.
Butt covered.
You always hold your breath when that ball makes that noise. You go, is
And
he
then
in the right
when you see the
spot?
outfielder track and then turn, goes back over the other shoulder. You think, uh-oh.
Just look for a minute, his feet were a little bit wobbly. I think Blacktown might have missed a bit of a bunt opportunity there to move those two runners up.
I think so.
Especially
Two-run
with Ben-
game.
Especially with Ben Price at second. Blake Price, sorry.
Especially having seen their third-grade team have it done
Off the
against them.
hands.
And it worked.
Opportunity here for two. Out number two. Oh, I think he had the wall in mind there, Noah Warren.
Yeah, he's looking at the fence. Took his eyes off the ball.
He had to get around the runner first, then the first base coach, and then try and not collide with the runner. Some help from his
It's a knockout attempt.
teammates, maybe just to hold him up if he was getting too close there, might have come in handy. Two singles here for Hayden Elliott on the day, and and also grounded into the double play back in the fifth. Swing and a miss. Couple of them here in this inning. And Benny finish off the job. Fouled off again. Benny Lowe being tested here. I mean, we can't afford to really give up anything the next couple of innings if they want to take this game deep and win it late. The more they give up, the deeper they're going to have to take it, and the later they're going to have to do it. Outside corner, just misses. Good spot to throw at 0-2. Fly ball right side. This could be trouble. Garlick's tracking over to it, and it's going to go foul. Geez, heart and mouth stuff there. The ball just kept tailing though. Further that Garlick ran, the more nervous the Manly side were looking.
Yeah, could have been in real danger, that one.
That was
It's probably 2 runs if it drops fair.
Spencer Williams would have been flying around third base. I think Manly get a bit of a break there. Logue still ahead in the count 1 and 2. Find a way to retire Hayden Elliott. Just misses outside. Just a touch outside. And maybe a touchdown as well. 2-2 here from Benny Logue. Ground ball ripped through the left side. Will only be one. Haythwaite's out there.
Held him up.
So good at bat there by Hayden Elliott. And loads the bases. Puts the pressure on Manly.
No movement from Tim Clark yet.
No, I don't think there's any panic just yet. Any cause for the concern. He is right at the gate. One out. Corners will play in. Middles will play back. I've got a couple already. Supletta was one of them.
I can see now. Yes, stick with the lefty on lefty.
Lefty. Lifted. Centre field.
Oh, he's caught it!
Brendan Haythwaite with the catch! Excuse me, there's no other play though. Blake Price will score. Brendan Haythwaite lays out. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Great awareness though by Blake Price to get back and tag up on it. Any other runner may have thought that was in the gap. Brendan Haythwaite has probably saved a run there and kept Manly in this ball game. If that gets down, I reckon that's 2.
That's easily 2.
And Hayden Elliott probably fancies his chances. Would have been happy to be thrown out at home plate.
It's 2 runs in second and third if that ball doesn't get caught. That's amazing.
Brendan Haythwaite keeping Manly in the game with that catch almost.
Oh, gets away there.
Now, I'm hoping they were going to find a double play somewhere, but it wasn't to be. And one gets away from Kaidashi behind the plate, allowing the runners to move up into second and third. Lachlan Oliver now. Struck out looking, grounded out to the pitcher, and then flew out to centre field. And one of the walks score, or the lead-off walk scores at least. Top of the zone, but called a ball, 1-1. Benny Lowe, he's probably his last batter. You can't get Oliver here. I think they'll make the change and
I think so, yeah.
go to the bullpen. At the top of the order, lurking. Ooh. A little bit inside. 3-0. And draws the walk. So decision time here for Manly. Let Logue face the top of the order. Tim Clark's just resting on his post. Let's hope he's not resting on his laurels. He's going to leave it to Logue to get out of it. Williams at third, Elliott at second, and Oliver at first. Speed on the base path.
He's riding his luck.
Mitchell Tritton can find an outfield hole. .35 pitches now for Logue. Plenty of options for Tim Clark. One pitch corner ball, 2-0 now. To the lead off Tritton. Well, he's 2 for 4. He got an error in the previous inning. And Logue is taking a walk around to compose himself. Timmy Cart looks like he's confirmed the next pitcher to go in. Rebound here, find the third out. Here's the strike. Yeah, get back in the box. Get back in the box.
Down the can. Come on. Do that. There's another one to get called on him.
Should be 2 if you do that.
Yeah.
Should be a free one. Finds the zone again. Tritton learnt though from his first mistake. We saw it in third grade. A Blacktown player twice thought he had drawn
Consecutive pitches.
4 on consecutive pitches. Went further up the line the second occasion. Might propose that rule in the off-season meetings. So
Automatic two.
3-2, 2 out. Runners going on the pitch. And it's going to be hit by a pitch, and that'll be all for Benny Logue for this afternoon. And walks in another run. 2 scored here by Blacktown. And that 2-run deficit that Manly fought so hard to earn now goes back out to a 4-run deficit. Benny Logue not even waiting for Tim to come out. Looks like they're going to make the change in the field. Maybe Brad Zorn's going to come up.
Yep, that's it.
Brad Zorn's going to be the fireman here. Maybe just to find one out. Zach Morris will go to third, and Luke Donahue will move over to short, will be my understanding of this change. Yep, so it'll take Ash Roberts out of the game as well. Zach Morris will hit in Roberts' spot. Just when Manly start to get a bit of momentum, they go and hurt themselves.
He had a good first inning, Benny Logue. Just lost his radar a little bit in the second, unfortunately.
It should have been a batter-by-batter approach in that inning. And he walked the first 2. I would have taken him out after the first 2 walks. Go on to the next one. The 2 walks to start the inning and both scored.
It's the walks that kill you.
Yep. Harrison and Dobb will be the hitter to face Brad Zorn. And they will have 2, 3, 4 to come up. No, they won't. Why have we got that there?
3, 4, 5, I think.
3, 4, 5. Timmy Farrell was the last out, wasn't he?
Yep.
So Harrison Dobb is 2, 4, 4. Run scored, an RBI. 1 pitch, 1 out. Blacktown back out to an 8-4 lead in the top of the 7th. A little bit inside. Dobb disappointed with himself. They didn't wear it. Any more damage here, it might be a bridge too far for Manly. Although they are keeping Eli North in the dugout for a very long time.
Yeah, 4 and 3. You don't want it to be too many more than that. Although, last year's grand final, they came back from a bigger deficit, I think, didn't they?
Yeah. Finds the strike zone there. Zorny, 2 and 1.
Swing and a miss.
Evans account at 2 and 2. So only 1 pitch away from getting out of it. Fouls it off. Blacktown with the bases loaded here in the top of the 7th. Manly looking to squeeze their way out of this jam. Playing ball up the line, but it's going to go foul. NSW very tough out. Doubled back in the first, grounded out in the second. Single to centre in the fourth, and then flew out to right field in the 6th.
Feels like a big moment. Manly need this out if they're to find a way to claw it back.
Straight back up the middle, and that's going to score too. Lachlan is going to be waved around from third. Ball's going to be reached home plate, but not in time. Kanabashi was appealing for the out at third.
Mental error.
And that allowed Mitchell Tritton to move up to third base. A nice bit of hitting there by Harrison Dobb. It's a 2-run single. Straight back up the middle. And the runs that Manly fought so hard to score in the bottom of the 6th have all been erased with a little bit of interest here in the top of the 7th. On lifted right side, Garlick, back foot, long
head.
run. And it's gone deep off the bat of Lakeman. That's going to be another 2 runs. It's going to be a triple for Lakeman. Nicely backed up by Brad Zorn. 6-run inning. Manly's worst nightmare. And that will probably end Manly's season. They do have 9 outs to play with.
It's a very steep hill.
And that is, it's almost Kilimanjaro-like. Or even Everest. It was looking like Kosciuszko for a while. To triple to Lakeman.
He's kind of big. That's his first hit of the game.
1 for 5. 2-run triple, no bigger moment. One on one to Blake Price. He started the inning with a walk. They've sent every hitter in their lineup to the plate for the 2nd time today. Price this
He's lost
it in the sun. He made the spectacular play before. And it's going to be a double to Blake Price. When you're down, you're down.
That's just kicking you in the guts, that one.
Manly just can't find the answer.
If that happens 5 minutes before or 5 minutes from now, he swallows it. But look, yeah, it was right into the sun. As soon as the ball lifted up, he saw him just glove up to his eyes. At that point, no chance.
Starting to get into dangerous territory now, 13-4. Williams lifts that one. Garlick coming in, he's calling for it. And he makes the catch. And keeps the margin at 9. So Manly, they're at base camp. How high can they go? We'll find out when we return. Kaidashi lead it off the Manly bottom 7. They're going to need maybe 3 trips through the lineup now if they're going to win this game and go through to next week's grand final and defend their title. But it's looking less and less likely now with a big 7th spot on the board by Blacktown. Top of the zone by Darcy for ball 1. Two 2-0 here to Adashi. Inside corner, doesn't get the call. 3-0 now. North back out for another inning of work. And we thought they would have been back in the ball game at 6-4, but
Yeah.
things got ugly quickly.
Time for baby steps, Manly, one at a time.
Fires in the 3-0. Notice that Adashi just took the pitch there and didn't try and walk to first on a called strike. And there's the ball 4. So Darcy starts off the best way possible. Gets himself aboard. Second walk of the day to go with a single and a strikeout. He's 1 for 2.
So that's everyone's job now, to try and preserve the number of outs.
The margin is 9. The outs are 9. A run for every out.
It's a fair equation.
And they're in a good
9
spot.
bombs, let's go home. Haythwaite swinging first pitch there, swings through the fastball.
That's not how you preserve outs. Haythwaite special. Even with the spectacular play, you still don't get a green light. Because then you lost the next one in the sun.
He's behind now, 0-2.
See if he let North learn anything from his last at bat against Brendan, or from Brendan's last at bat.
We hit that pretty hard.
It's gonna
in the
tail,
gap.
it's
It's
in
going to
the
be
gap.
double. It's going to be extras. Oh no,
No, just single. Didn't
Just
quite
single.
get
didn't quite
Deep.
get enough of it.
and hung up there in the Blue Sox.
Yeah.
Blue Sox win. But
First and third, no out.
that's it. That's where they want to be. The question is, can they do it for 10 or 12 at-bats? Can they be consistent? Lakeman's going to hold Brendan off at first, though. And one's
Gonna
going to
flare.
flare, but
No.
only to the first baseman. Jam shot. That's first out. Not the best at bat when you've got a pitcher struggling to throw strikes. He'll be 1 for 4. May not get another chance. You hope he might get 2.
He'll need to if Manly wants to have a chance at winning it.
So Zach Morris gets his first appearance. First plate appearance. Hitting in Ash Roberts' spot. Angus Wiles warming up in the pen for Manly. Pulled down the line, but out of play. Another arm now warming up for Blacktown. Who's number 60, mate?
I'm going to find that for you. '60s, Jared Davidson.
Joe Davidson. Warming up in the pen for Blacktown. Oh, jeez.
On the corner, apparently.
Blacktown get the call in their favour this time.
I think Benny Logue just screamed into the void seeing that.
Yep.
Move them up and score a run.
Nice work by Darcy. Drew the walk, went first to third on the Brendan Haythwaite single, and comes in to score on the pass ball. 4 in the first for Blacktown, 2 in the fourth, and 7 runs seventh. Only scratch 1 in the third. Rallied for 3 in the sixth, and they've got 1 here in the seventh. I'll need a couple of big innings to close out this game.
Yep, 3 crooked numbers.
3 more crooked numbers. I'm going to be very, very crooked. I was fouling that one off. A controversy with Zach Morris yesterday. Put bat on ball up the line. Ball was called a foul by the third base umpire. And then after the discussion was overruled, Zach Morris was eventually ruled out at third base on a put out. Ruled out at first base, rather.
Well, it makes sense. Not the third baseman's umpire's call.
Well, the claim was that the foul was off the foot.
Ah, okay.
Morris rips it through the left side. No, Tritton's there. Looks back, Haythwaite. That's been the difference in the ball game today. Manly put bat on ball, but they've found fielders. Blacktown have been able to find gaps. 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th. 13-5.
Luke Donaghy looking for his second hit in as many.
Singled into left field. His first trip to the plate. Brings it back pitch and misses. And 2 to Donaghy. Two out here in the bottom of the 7th.
Someone we know?
Someone I know.
Well, normally in a situation when you're 0-2, you get the guy to chase, but here, with a 8-run lead, you'd be going straight at him.
And that's it. It's power up.
Yep.
Try your best at him. He hits it, tippy cap. They could hit it. They could do that another 4 times. It wouldn't matter.
Fill up the zone.
Don't need to be too fancy. Although it's an opportunity to work on a few things as well, ready for next week. Laid off on the outside corner, 2-2. Tell you what, it's a lot easier to see the umpire's fingers when he puts the zone out when that sun finally moves out of the way. Missed that one out of play. On here with a long out bat here. Takes that pitch in the outside corner. I don't know where Price was going.
Back to the dugout, or so he thought.
That hasn't been a strike in about 200 years. Unless you're Angel Hernandez.
Poor Angel. He's so maligned.
Definitely no Angel. Ejected Lance Lynn twice today. Popped it up. 2 out. Trouble.
Oh, what is that? It's gone very high.
Not for Simon Slipetta. He just hangs on though. A couple of players that thought, oh, who's got it? But Simon Slipetta gets underneath it, makes the catch. And the side is retired. Manly, you get a run there? They did. Kai Darcy scoring, but they needed more than that.
7 in the books.
6 outs remaining, trailing by 8. We head to inning 8. Six, 7, 8 for Blacktown. Thomas Jackson, Hayden Elliott, Simon Slipetta. Brad Zorn back out on top of the hill. It's nice Thomas Jackson with a ball. Just the one change for Manly defensively. Dan Mills comes in to take over from Noah Warren at first base. Inside, Aaron Jackson, 2-0. Love the passion from Jimmy Miller, watching on at home. Look forward to having you back on the mound next year, Big Jim.
It's never a bad time for advice, Jimmy.
We've never lost a second grade premiership when Jimmy Miller's pitched.
Yeah.
There'll be a walk there for Thomas Jackson. It's back-to-back innings of the lead-off walk. That's been the only positive. There hasn't been many walks. That's by my
not
count,
too many.
just the third.
1, 2, 3,
Fourth.
4, I think.
5.
Yeah. 5, okay.
They added up quickly then. Hayden Elliott fouls that one off. I've got 2 of them highlighted, but that's of course those 2 walks scored. Here's Hayden Elliott to foul that first pitch off. And then check on Jackson. Ball gets away from Mills. A few of the 18s boys getting some extra game time in this afternoon after qualifying for their grand final next Saturday. They got a couple of extra looks, a couple of extra swings. Dan Mills will lead off the next inning.
10 a.m. next Saturday, is it?
To be confirmed, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, there's only 2 games.
No women's game after
No women's game in the middle.
Okay.
So we'll wait and see what happens with the timings there. Otherwise, there'll be a 3.5 gap in between, which isn't very pretty. Check swing, not quite a strike. That's all not very happy. 2-1 here to Hayden Elliott. Yeah, so stay tuned on the Baseball New South Wales socials for confirmation of grand final times for next week. I dare say it'll be the regular 3 time slots on the Saturday. Adam O'Neill deking the runner. Does he have a throw? No. Yes? No.
No.
Did his best to try and confuse Jackson, but maybe pulled it out a little bit too early. Walking a hit. That's the 16th by my count. Game changer agrees. Does it? Yes, it does.
Out outside, left of side.
Simon Slipetta, 1-4-4. Grounded into a double play in the third. Grounded out in the fifth. Flew out in the seventh. Singling all the way back in the first. Which set the tone for this ball game. Down and in. Only searching for an out here. Swing and miss by Slipetta. Fouled off into his foot. That'll hurt. That was hit pretty hard too by Slipetta.
Straight into the inside of the shin, maybe?
He didn't slap it, he smashed it.
That's going to leave a bruise.
And then some.
Go on. Get in there. It'll hurt tomorrow.
It'll be worse on Tuesday. That's right, that's what I thought I was suffering from yesterday. A bit of delayed onset jet lag soreness. Might have just been the 16 innings of a game called prior to the first grade last night. I felt myself being very flat and trying to pull myself out of it.
Yanked foul.
Foul at the line.
He's still feeling it, Slipetta. You can see it. he's moving rather gingerly.
Be interesting to see what he does when he hustles up the first. Quickly he does that. Unless Zorni can finish him in the box.
I think if he hits it straight at somebody, it'll be a fairly leisurely jog.
No one gets away, but runners stay put. This one's going to be hit to
He's busting hard. Good on him.
Mills. Don't think that's the play. That was just too slow to develop there for Mills. The only play was to go to one. Slipetta gets up to one in a hurry. Don't know whether there was a lack in communication, but definitely a little bit of inexperience showing there. Reach on the fielder's choice. Only still searching for an out. Popped up by Oliver. Will get out of play. Baseball's missing. Blacktown seem to have put them all into their own training bag like usual. Caught him out a couple of times at Manly doing that. Instead of giving them to the kids to redeem their lollies.
No, I think he's the only player in the starting lineup for Blacktown without a hit so far.
Gee, you'd hate to have your team have 16 hits and you'd be on a duck egg.
He's got to walk.
And here's his 0 for 3. And now he's 0 and 2. Walked and scored. Manly legend Danny Goodsall just chiming in with, I would have made that play.
Of course he would have.
Yeah. I don't think we've lost a preliminary final with Daniel Goodsall on the team either.
So it's Danny's fault.
Probably.
Nice one, Digo.
On the basis here for Blacktown, they want to put a big statement on this game and finish it an inning early if they can. 2 runs away from getting into that Mercy Rule territory. That one's flared right side, but out of play. Maybe Angus Wild's coming back from the pen. Just having to avoid Dan Mills, who's trying to hunt it down. Popped up on the infield. Infield fly will be invoked here.
If fair.
Well, if fair, of course. Nice player, Dan Mills gets to it this time. And Gord's out number 1.
If I was to read Lachlan Oliver's future, I'm picking he's going to get fined by his team after the game. Mercilessly.
Might miss out on a starting spot next week.
Well, you take the result, though.
Well,
that's hit hard.
That's
That's going to be
deep.
extras, I think.
Adam can't get it. Splits the outfielders. And Mitch Tritton's going to have a 3-hit day with 3 RBI, 3 for 5, 3 runs, 3 ribs. It's all about the 3 for the third baseman.
It's had a big day.
Has had a big day. Started off with a double to right field, and that set the table for everything that's happened since. Blacktown with their 6th time through the lineup. Oof. Yeah, someone's in shock. Maybe a touch low.
He's yanked that down the line too. That's going to be extras. It's going to score 2 more runs. Dive digging for second. He's turned the corner. No, he's going to hold up. So stand-up double with 2 more RBIs.
Timmy Clark's going to come out and make the change. And Angus Wiles.
So Manly's going to need 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th to keep this game going.
4.
4
runs.
Yeah, 4 runs, sorry.
18-5, needs to make it 18-9. So you're right, it is 3.
Yeah, it's 17-5?
Yeah, 17-5.
Yep.
It'll be 6-1, 1-6. Oh, sorry. Turn that back. It'll be
5-1.
5-1, 1-6, 6-5 on the change here. It'll bring Zach Morris to the mound. And don't know why you got a Zach. You got Angus Wiles down there. He's done nothing wrong. You throw him out there for an inning. I'll get that Zach's got another game next week, but he did throw yesterday. So pitching change made by Manly, 17-5 ball game. It certainly wasn't the way they wanted to finish their season. They had hopes of going through to next week, but Blacktown, they've come out and they've done a number. And the defending champions and minor premiers will be out the back door with back-to-back losses unless a miracle happens in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Start of this game at 3:15. We're just on 3 hours now. Probably a good thing there's no first grade on. I probably wouldn't be getting home to midnight. Thanks for a long day. One thing we do know for certain is that MacArthur and Blacktown will start the grand final week on Wednesday night here at 7:15, game 1 of the grand final series. Potential Josh Geyer and maybe a Lachlan Brook match-up in game 1.
Nice.
Guy was pulled early on Wednesday after just 3 2/3. Maybe wasn't feeling the best. Just speculating. It was a 0-0 ball game at the time, but Borkham Hills are certainly getting on base. They just couldn't score a run. This pitch from Zach Morris is missing for ball 1. Saturday it'll be Manly taking on Cronulla. Time TBC. And there's usually 3 games on the Saturday, but with the women's grand final decided yesterday, there's only the 2. That one ripped, but Brendan Hathwaite will move underneath it. And make the catch to record out number 2. And then game 2 of the first grade grand final series. Won't speculate the time on the 18 start time or even the first grade start time, but you can check the Baseball New South Wales social pages and check in with your local club to see when those games will play. And then Sunday we'll have third grade Ryde and Greater Western. It was Greater Western who ruined Ryde's perfect season in the last round of the competition. And they've lasted Blacktown in a 12-inning affair this afternoon. And we'll have MacArthur and Blacktown do battle first grade and second grade. So MacArthur with 2 teams in the grand final. Blacktown 2 teams in the grand final.
Yanked down the line, but foul.
Manly with 2. Ryde with 1. Sorry, Ryde with 2. Greater Western with 1. And the Eastern Suburbs Dolphins with 2. So a nice little even spread of teams in the grand finals this year. Men's and women's. Manly could have been the number 1 team represented if they had have won this game, but not to be. Blake Price. Hathwaite totally lost it,
Yeah.
but
Bump recovers.
hit soft enough where Price will be retired. Hathwaite takes the last 2 catches of the inning. And Manly, well, they need 13 for the win. They need 3 to send it to 9. Will we be going home early? We'll be back here with the bottom of the 8th shortly. 17-5 here, bottom of the 8th. And we are in the Mercy Rule territory. Manly needing 3 to keep the game going into the 9th. Blacktown looking for a quick finish with Jared Davidson being called upon. 18 innings. 2 starts. The rest working out of the bullpen. 9 hits, 6 runs, 4 earned. 9 walks, 21 Ks. 7 looking. And 145 batting average against. Dan Mills, first at bat of the afternoon after coming in defensively for Noah Warren. Pitches up for a ball. 1 and 2. Dan Mills heading off to Columbia University to further his baseball and academic studies. Strikes out on that pitch. We're out number 1. Jackson Taylor's going to pinch hit for Manly in place of Kai Garlick. It was Garlick and Taylor vying for the right field position all year. Taylor got the jump when Garlick took a week off. So Jackson Taylor will get a shot here with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. First pitch to Jared Jackson Taylor. Ball 1. Bottom of the zone there, call a strike, 1 and 1. The Manly pinch hit up. Down the middle, in fact it was strike 3. Walking to back-to-back strikeouts for Jared Davis, and he's in a hurry. He wants to get out of here and rest up for grand final next week.
Manly down there, potentially their last out.
Can Zorn slap a triple into right field and cap off his day? Whack one into the Brad Zorn zone. Outside corner, call the ball. Well, credit to Blacktown. They came with a very clear game plan today, and that was to jump all over Ash Roberts as much as they can.
He's going to get another 3rd hit.
He's going to have a 3-hit day. One of the highlights on that disappointing performance by Manly. 3 for 5, 4 ribbies. But it was all Blacktown. 3 for 5 for Mitch Tritton, 4 for 6 for Harrison Dobb. Talk about having a day. Hayden Elliott also 4 for 5. Blake Price with a big 2 for 4 day as well. Thomas Jackson went 2 for 4. 17 runs coming on 18 hits. They struck out just twice. And Manly struck out 7 times.
Pinch hitter in for Timmy Fail.
And it's Kane Flew. Manly did manage 10 hits, but just like last week, they couldn't do a lot with them. They scattered them. A couple of them came with 2 out. The base runners came with 2 out. And the 4-0 deficit was just a little bit too much to overcome. I mean, 4-0 at the start of the game isn't a lot.
No, just one of those days sometimes.
You just have to be on lock the rest of the way. I think we were down.
But Blacktown's had a big day with the sticks, so.
Well, what about first grade down 8-0 against Ryde after the first 2?
True.
Walked that game off. There's no Shohei Ariyama out there for Manly today. It's been a clinical hitting offensive display by Blacktown. Manly have had opportunities with the bat, but Blacktown have taken more of them. Hit the ball harder, found more gaps. That one off the wrist of Davidson. And there's going to be a bobble. And Slepeta can't hold it. Thought a Zorn ran past. It might have been.
I thought he might have touched it.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Looked like he bumped into the ball, but
I thought he did the old A-Rod slap. But there was no.
into Bronson Arroyo.
There was no consternation from Blacktown. So
No, just bobbled it.
I mean, it's not in Zorni's game, but
No.
maybe in the circumstance. It's just the angle we were on, I think.
I think so.
Maybe it was a bit of a body twist to move out of the way of
Bit of a deke.
a potential collision. I wonder if I can pick it up on here. It was Zorni propping and spinning out of the
Just
way
out of the way. Not get hit by the ball or to avoid the collision?
to avoid the fielder.
Okay.
Yeah. And also when you do that, your hands go into some funny places. So Kane Flew will get aboard. Just extend this inning for a minute, maybe give some hope to Manly. Maybe they might squeeze it into the ninth. They've given it a single to Kane Flew, so he
Yeah, take that.
gets a single in a final. Kaidashi, though,
It's under
gets
there.
under the glove of Tritton.
gonna
Zorni's going to be
score, Zorni.
waved home. Strong throw, and it'll be offline. There's one run.
There we go.
13 to go. Joe Davidson struck out the first two hitters and come back to the top of the lineup. He's run into a little bit of trouble.
It's a big rally.
I've seen it done.
Brendan Hathwaite single his last time up.
What are the odds first pitch hack?
At this point, why not?
Or just foul, yep. I was just about to say first pitch hack, and the way that Jared Davidson's throwing it, wouldn't be surprised if it might leave the ballpark. I think that's probably one player that could hit it out for Manly.
He gets a hold on, he could do some damage.
That's it.
Home run scores 3.
Cuts the margin of
Yep, getting
8.
into the 9th.
Outside corner, 1-on-1. Nice hack there by Brendo, but up the line. He's 1 for 4. They struck out twice.
Manly possibly down to their last strike.
Breaking ball by Davidson here, I bet you watch. Oh, left it hung.
Just missed it.
Dive
I think he's
underneath
got
it.
it.
Makes the
There it
catch.
is.
And Blacktown will head to the decider next week against MacArthur. We'll have MacArthur and Blacktown in first grade on Wednesday night. MacArthur and Blacktown in the second grade final on Sunday. Ryde will take on Greater Western. Manly, they will face Cronulla on Saturday morning. So make sure you check for the times on the social media channels of Baseball New South Wales. Congratulations to Blacktown. Absolute demolition job. They saw what MacArthur did last week, and they said, well, we'll do the same this week. 17-6, your final. The minor premiers and the defending premiers sent home, and they will be out here supporting the under-18s next week. Well, we hope everyone comes out and enjoys grand final week next week. Meet, thanks for your assistance today. Benny Price on the cameras. And we'll see everybody next week. Grand final week kicks off 7:15 Wednesday night. We'll see you there.